Hey folks, welcome to a new vlog. I hope you all have had a great week. This week I am doing the format a little bit differently, as you can tell. Doing a voiceover here. We are going to make some cranberry orange jam with cinnamon. Here I am just going to juice one orange and zest one orange. It's going to end up being a little over 2 tablespoons of juice and then however much zest. It's maybe a teaspoon and a half, 2 teaspoons of zest. This is a really great recipe for holiday gifting, which is what I am making it for. I, of course, am going to keep back a couple of half-pint jars for myself, but this is a fantastic recipe if you want to take things back a few generations and have a more mindful holiday season, more conscious gifting. So that's what I'm going to try to do this year. I'm going to try really hard to um, gift people things that they actually want and will use, and it's not just clutter for their houses. So here I am just going to zest this orange. I've got my juice, and it also calls for 8 cups of cranberries, which you see there in that bowl. You want to make sure you wash them and pick through them just to make sure that there's nothing funky in them, no stems or mushy cranberries, because you don't want those to go into your pot. And after I zest this orange, or I should say, while I'm zesting this orange, I have 4 cups of water and 4 cups of sugar on the stove coming to a boil, and you want to bring it to a nice rolling boil before you add the cranberries. And after that comes to a boil, I'll just add all the cranberries in. You'll see that in just a few. But you'll add all the cranberries in and you'll lower your heat a little bit and you'll just cook that down until it's nice and gooey. For me, it took about a half hour. So, yep, here I am just checking on my water and sugar mixture to make sure that it is well dissolved and ready to go. And then I will add in my 8 cups of cranberries. And for reference, it's about 2 packages of just the cranberries you get at the grocery store. And oh gosh, it's so pretty and it makes your kitchen smell amazing, this particular recipe. So you just cook those, like I said. Excuse me. I also, about halfway through the cooking, add a cinnamon stick. The recipe that I use doesn't call for that. I just use the recipe as a base. And then here at the very end, you add in your orange juice and your orange zest. So there that goes, and you just stir that up, and I cannot tell you how amazing this makes your kitchen smell. And I know you probably see that foam on top. I don't think I filmed it, but you do need to skim the foam off the top of that before you start ladling your jam into your sterilized jars. And here we are. This is just same song, different verse. If you watched any of my vlogs from the summer, you'll know that we just use a funnel. And with this recipe, since it is a jam, you want to fill your jars until you have about a 1/4 inch of headspace. So nice and full. And I'm just going to ladle this all up. I believe I mentioned already it does make 8 half-pint jars. And just to go through the ingredients again really quickly, it's 4 cups of water, 4 cups of sugar, 8 cups of cranberries, the juice and zest of 1 orange, and a cinnamon stick. So I'm just going to wrap up ladling all of this wonderful jam into the jars and get it processed. You can see I've got my water bath canner on the other side of the pot ready to go. So let's get this jarred up. And of course, as usual, I can never remind you enough, make sure that you wipe down the rims of your jars before you put your sterilized lids and rings on your jars, because if there's anything funky on the rims of your jars before you process them, it could compromise how your jars seal. And after your jars have completely cooled and sat for 24 to 48 hours and you know they're all good and sealed, I am just going to go ahead and tag these. I'm going to do it kind of shabby chic, I guess, with some twine and gift tags. So I just have the loose gift tags, and I'm just going to write what is in the jar, which is the cranberry orange jam with cinnamon. And I'll just tie those tags on with the twine, and those are going to make fantastic additions to the gift boxes that I put together for the people that I love this holiday season. And it gets me a little bit of a jump start, so I'm not panic cooking in the middle of December. I hope you guys had a great week and have had a great weekend and have a great week ahead of you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.